I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Best Thing We've Seen podcast. I'm still Flo.
And I'm still Gabe.
I was hoping you're gonna stay still as well. How's it going, man?
I'm all right. A bit under the weather, but otherwise I'm fine. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I can't complain too much. Is it like just a regular cold? What's going on with you?
Just a bit of a sore throat and a bit of a headache.
Yeah, I can hear it. It sounds very raunchy.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Raunchy. I don't know. That sounds not very sexy to me. All right.
I was at a friend's house last night, and we were singing like till, I don't know, 3 or 4 in the morning, and we recorded like the last song that we sang just for shits and giggles. And I literally like couldn't pronounce certain words anymore because my voice was gone. So I feel the same way, kind of. I have my voice is a bit under the weather, if you can say that as well.
What were you singing? Something new or?
He told me about a song that he just stumbled upon on YouTube while working, and I just loved that song. I just fell in love with it there, and then we just kept singing it the whole night. It was
So it was more like karaoke or what?
Yeah, no, just for the two of us. We just we took some guitars and then just played the same riff over and over again, and just you know how it is. It was so much fun at the time, and we loved the song. And I woke up today and I can't get the song out of my head. It's awesome.
What's it called?
It's called Old 45. It's by a band called Chromeo. I mean, it's
no idea.
No, I didn't know the band either, but it's an amazing song. It's so good. Anyway, yeah. So that's been my highlight of the last 24 hours.
It's the best thing you've heard.
It's without question the best thing I've heard maybe all year.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. No, but it's a fun song. It's not like it's funny and fun. It's not like
gotcha.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's like the best thing that's ever been written, but certainly fun for what it is. Yeah. So we're doing another regular episode, obviously. Episode 15. Just ranking up those numbers. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Next week, back with another special episode.
Yes.
Maybe we'll announce it at the end of the episode, right?
Are we going to do that?
Are we?
I don't know. I don't know. Thing is, I was, we talked about like we sort of set the topic like beforehand a couple of weeks so that we can prepare. I have not watched a single thing that I wanted to watch. No. I love that. It worked out perfectly. I'll just be like next week when we record, I'll be able to watch like one thing like the day before, maybe. I don't know. But obviously we've seen a lot of stuff from that person already, so hopefully it'll be a good list.
Yeah, and I'm excited to rewatch some stuff.
Yeah.
In the next 7 days, because there's a lot of cool things that I haven't seen in quite a while.
Yes, same. I'll need to see like how many things I'll be able to rewatch and watch in time. But yeah. But today, another regular episode. I'm talking about the best thing that we've seen all week. Could be a movie, could be a show, could be a YouTube video, painting. I didn't see it. A YouTube video? Yeah. Yeah. Should we just go straight into it? I mean, you...
Yeah, sure. Who started last week? I think you did?
It was me, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. It was like you had a couple of honorables and then we got to mine first. You're right.
All right. Once again, I have quite a few honorables.
Please.
Two of them are things that we talked about before, and now I got around to watching it, which is, first of all, the half of it, which we talked about last week. That was
last week. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I actually watched it the same day that we recorded that episode. And yeah, wasn't that bad.
Right? Yeah. It's not bad. Wasn't half bad.
How much like yeah. Wasn't.
It's the first great pun of the episode.
Wasn't extremely good either, but
no.
Yeah. quite watchable.
Yeah, I think it's like one of those like better than average Netflix productions.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Would you say it's as good as Perks of Being a Wallflower?
No, fuck, no. Not even.
Here we go. The profanity has entered the building.
Yeah, all right. Well, I think demonetization, which we're not really affected by because we're not really getting paid for this, but
well, you're not.
Only counts like first 1 or 2 minutes, so we're safe technically.
Yeah, dude, I've been cashing in over the last couple of weeks. I just haven't.
God damn it! I knew it. I knew that the Rolex was new.
Yeah. So, what was your favorite part about it? Because I liked the, as I said, I liked that the guy wasn't a dork or wasn't a bad guy. I thought that was kind of a nice twist on it.
Yeah, I thought that good chemistry, and like probably my favorite part was her father for some reason because he barely speaks at all.
Yeah,
those are always the funnest characters, I guess.
Yeah, he felt real.
Yeah, he did, and I could relate with him. Just sitting on the couch watching movies.
Yeah, old classics. Yeah, I love that. You know that when he talked about that being the best part. I love that.
Yeah,
with obviously with the backstory to
Casablanca.
That. No, but the reason why he does it is I thought was quite.
Yeah, because it was
sweet.
His wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just kind of surprised because the actors seemed older than I thought they would. I don't know.
They are.
I don't know the girl that they're kind of trying to romance in this film. It looks like she's mid to late 20s.
She is.
Yeah.
She's 20. I think she's like 22, 23, something like that. Well, but she's supposed to be 17. Yeah.
Most most actors who play high school students are like in the mid to early 20s, but I don't know, they seem particularly mature for a high school film.
No, I was wondering the same thing when I was watching it. Like, there's no way that she's 17. That's what I was thinking, but yeah.
But yeah, fun film. Well, another thing that I watched is The Willoughbys. Have you heard of this?
I've not heard of this.
Netflix animation film with Ricky Gervais and a lot of other people.
With Ricky Gervais?
Yeah, as the narrator.
Okay, is that new?
Yeah, it came out like 1 or 2 weeks ago, I guess.
Oh, wow, okay.
And it's not a great film. It's a sweet family film, I guess. But there's one thing that really got to me, which is they said something in the beginning that would happen just to kind of shock the audience, I guess. So, this will happen, which is kind of strange for a kid's film.
Yes.
And then it didn't happen. They just said it to be, I don't know, to sound more exciting, which really pissed me off.
Well, I guess they did it as like a twist, so that you think it's going to happen, then it doesn't happen.
But that's a cheap ass twist.
Yeah, sure.
That's just lying to the audience in an unoriginal way. I don't know.
Yeah, I can feel the rage coming up already. Like 9 minutes in.
But the thing is about this film, it's a kind of sweet family film. It's quite right, but what I really liked about it was movement. I don't know, the movement felt so, I don't know, not real, but so fitting and so smooth. And I don't know, it's a nice animation style. So
it's not stop motion. It's just a different.
It kind of feels stop motion. Yeah.
Okay.
But the way they did the movement, the action sequences, I don't know, it felt quite satisfying for some reason.
Okay. But the movie itself isn't that great.
It's all right. My favorite part were the parents, because it's about a couple of kids who live in a house and the parents kind of ignore them and mistreat them.
You always love the parents, don't you? Like
well, because they're the kind of the bad guys, and they're the most fun part because they're just so over the top.
Okay, gotcha. And Ricky Gervais, he plays the narrator, you said?
Yeah, he plays the cat who narrates the film. And
interesting.
Although I like Ricky Gervais, I think he was one of the weakest parts of the film.
Okay.
But yeah, it just kind of felt he was just cashing a check and he was just reading the script.
Right.
That's it, yeah. Well, we're talking about Ricky Gervais. I watched a lot of Ricky Gervais stuff lately.
Yeah. Dude,
I could talk a lot.
No, this is going to be very, very interesting because we said that it's your turn to pick, right? You're starting with the pick today.
Yeah.
All right. Are you going to get to that, or do you have some more honorables? Because what did you see from Ricky Gervais? Did you see Afterlife?
I saw the what's it called? The Afterlife. Yeah. It's a Netflix show.
That's what I just said.
Season 1 and 2. Did you just say Afterlife?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's cut it out.
No, it's all good. All
Once
good.
again, no. All right, yeah. Afterlife, season 1 and 2. I have to say, season 1 is way stronger.
That's what everyone
have
says.
You seen it?
I've seen the first 3 episodes. I've loved them. I love them, but I still haven't gotten around to watch the rest. I want to watch the rest.
It should have ended with season 1, kind of.
Yeah, there's going to be a season 3 now.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because I read Ricky Gervais doesn't like doing third seasons, which is why he didn't do it. That's why The Office only has like 2 seasons and a special. And
Right.
Derek
He believes in brevity, yeah. But
yeah,
if the check is big enough, I think
yeah, I guess so.
he's cashing in millions for Afterlife.
Isn't he cashing in millions for pretty much everything that
he
does?
is. No, he is. But it's like I think it's even like we're talking a lot of money. I think it's an extraordinary amount of money that he gets from that.
Yeah, okay. Netflix is kind of loose with their wallet.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, they also like finance his stand-ups and stuff. So yeah, he's set for multiple lives, that guy. Okay, but that isn't the best things. So you've seen?
No, another just small thing that I want to talk about is...
Yeah, sure.
First of all, Conviction, I finally watched because we talked about that.
Right. Oh, the Swank film.
Yeah, and I read something that happened in real life just a couple of months after the film ends, the start of the film ends.
Right.
Which is quite interesting and kind of changes your whole perspective of the whole thing.
Oh. I can imagine what it is.
Well, I don't want to say because, well, it's a mild spoiler, but I don't know. I think you can guess how it ends. Maybe you can, maybe you can't.
I think if we would just say now that if you want to watch Conviction, then don't listen for the next minute. And now let's talk about it.
All right. She tries to get her brother out, and she did in real life. But in real life, 6 months after he got out, he died.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like he was guilty.
No, not as far as I know. But yeah he died.
So what of?
He tried to take a shortcut and fell and got some brain injury and died.
Oh, wow. So it's like, didn't have anything to do with the case or anything?
No, nothing. He just had an accident. Which, I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah. So what did you think of the film?
Yeah, it was all right.
Not excited about it.
It was kind of... It was an interesting premise, and it was kind of nice to see, I don't know, this kind of family drama, but...
I agree that the movie itself isn't like the most special, but I think the performances, and especially the 2 leads, are amazing. Sam and Hillary.
Sam just kind of plays a fun guy, I guess. He's quite likable, which I guess he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be this charismatic guy who just gets too excited.
Yeah, but that scene where he's proud of his sister for like achieving her things and everything to help him out. I think it was quite sweet and well done.
Yeah, that's quite
and
sweet.
It's a crazy story. I mean,
yeah, that's some real love right there.
Yeah. For sure. All right.
So let's talk about Saint Vincent, which I watched, which is amazing.
I love it. Saint Vincent.
Yeah.
Hold on.
With Bill Murray.
And Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
But that's not the one with Frances McDormand, is it?
No, it isn't.
There's this. What is that one?
But it is with the kid from Knives Out and Defending Jacob. And
really? Well, he must be super young then. That's been quite.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know, 10, 12 years old.
What's the one I'm thinking about with it's that mini series with Frances McDormand. It's got like a similar name, I think.
No idea.
Saint Vincent. I'll hold on. I'm looking it up. No, never mind. It's called Olive Kitteridge.
Quite similar, yeah.
Yeah, I can see why I mixed that up. Sorry.
That's a very sweet film, and I kind of want to talk about it. First of all, extremely funny, very emotional, great film. Loved it. And the thing is, some great credits.
Yeah? In the end, though? Or at the beginning,
in the end. Because
nice. You sold me already, dude. I love that.
Instead of kind of just a black screen, you kind of see Bill Murray doing kind of things, I guess. And it just seemed so real. It didn't seem directed. It was just
I love
him.
seeing Bill Murray doing things.
Yeah.
It's my favorite credits.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Everybody loves Bill Murray. He's a national treasure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't love him as much as everyone else does. I've never really gotten the appeal.
Yeah, I think he's a fun guy. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of his older films because, I don't know, they're like these American classics, but it's not...
I think Groundhog
kind of
Day
humor,
is his best film.
What is?
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I'm not a big fan of Ghostbusters, or I don't know.
I think Ghostbusters is fun, but I do think it's kind of overrated as this one of the greatest comedies of all time.
I think it sort of fell out of the time. I think if we had seen it back then, maybe we would be more into it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So what is St. Vincent about again?
It's about a kid and his mom, Melissa McCarthy, who moved next to kind of a grumpy old neighbor, and she's too busy with work, so he starts babysitting her kid. And he's this, old grumpy guy who lives in a kind of rundown house, and he's a bit of an alcoholic and just takes care of this kid, and they kind of befriend each other, and he teaches the kid to be a man since he doesn't really see his father anymore. And yeah,
it sounds
a very sweet story.
Sounds very much like The Way Back.
Yeah, kind of.
Right? With Sam Rockwell
I don't
again.
think it's the most original plot, I guess.
No.
The chemistry really works, and the kid goes to a Catholic school, and then with what's his name, the Irish actor, fun guy, IT crowd.
Chris O'Dowd.
Chris O'Dowd, that's right. And they
fun
talk
guy,
about saints.
IT crowd.
Yeah, he's a fun guy.
He's a fun guy.
And the kid's supposed to talk about, they learn about saints and saints in real life, and that, who are saints in a biblical sense, and that there are saints in real life, but they're not written down as such anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
You found that captivating.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I was raised Catholic.
Yeah. No, I have heard a lot of good things about this. This is sort of supposed to be one of the better Bill Murray, recent Bill Murray projects or films.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he does a lot of stuff nowadays, which I guess he just does because either the check is good or it's just fun to film. But
a lot of cameos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some fun ones, but yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm excited.
Now we're in the
what a
top
week you
three
had.
of
What
my
a
week.
week you had. Yeah, it's incredible. Right.
So next, the thing I want to talk about is a trailer for a game, which I'm so excited about. It's just such a beautiful trailer.
Oh my
and
God.
The thing is,
this is the best thing?
well, no, it's in my top 3. I
Oh,
get 2 more after this.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
A
It's been a
video
good
game.
week.
Is this going to be Last of Us? It's not going to be Last of Us.
No, I don't watch trailers of The Last of Us.
Yeah, just
Spoiler free.
games you don't want to watch. Just games you don't want to play.
Ghost of Tsushima. You know this one?
Yeah, I'm sure.
And the trailer came out 17 hours ago. 18
So why did you
hours
watch
ago,
that
From the
then?
point of recording this. Why? Because, open world games, they don't show as much story in their games. And the linear game show way more spoilers.
Right.
And in this trailer, they just, how do you navigate around the map? How do you fight in combat? And didn't show anything about the story pretty much. And at the end of the showcase, they showed their cinema mode, where it gets this black and white filter and film grain, so it looks like an old samurai movie from Akira Kurosawa, which I thought looked great.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you, man.
Yeah.
I know.
It is.
No, I'm just taking me out of this. I don't know a lot of people are excited for this, but I was never a big fan of, I should say I still haven't gotten into the old samurai games or movies. I haven't seen a lot of them, but I just don't have the interest really.
Yeah. We want to watch Seven Samurais for quite a while now together.
Yeah, you want me to watch it.
Yeah, I absolutely love this film. Yeah.
No, I know, and you're not alone. I mean, that's supposed to be one of the greatest films ever made.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah.
I watched half of it, or maybe an hour.
Well, it's a 3 hour or more.
Yeah. I think I watched the first hour, and I liked it, man. It's just, for whatever reason, I didn't finish it. Yeah. But I want to watch it for sure. It's a classic. I want to watch it.
We'll do that whenever we can get together and sit close to each other.
We'll do this for the 100th episode special. We'll do a live commentary.
100th episode, all right.
I need some time to prepare for that.
See you in 2021.
Yeah. If that even, right? I mean,
yeah.
Let's not do the
All
math.
right.
All right, what's your top 2 then?
All right. The next one. Well, I want to say my top pick
Yes.
came out pretty much on the dot 6 months ago in Austria. So
Perfect.
I'm counting it.
Yeah, of course.
It came out way before that in the US, so a couple of months.
Okay.
But my number 2 came out about 2 months ago in Austria because it didn't get a cinema release. It released online.
Oh, I have an inkling of what this is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Want to take a guess?
No. I'll just pretend like I know it when
All
you
right.
say it.
Well, I had to pay for it.
Yeah.
It's came
Honey
out.
Boy.
Yes, it is Honey Boy.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you.
And it's an interesting film, but the thing is, I thought it was too short. It ended too abruptly, but the thing is, why I thought it was so interesting, because I knew it was written by Shia LaBeouf, but I didn't know it was semi-autobiographical.
Yes, he
which
plays
makes
his
it way
father,
more
doesn't he?
interesting. Yeah, he does, and which makes it so kind of weird when you see these scenes, because it's about a boy who's a child actor and his father who takes care of him, or rather, it's about an young adult actor who gets sent into rehab, and then he kind of discovers that he has PTSD, and then through his memories, we see what happened to him and why he is the way he is. And apparently, a true story. Shia LaBeouf got sent to rehab, and then he discovered that he had PTSD and kind of started writing the script.
Yeah.
And it's tough to see, and it's kind of hard to think, especially when you you don't know the person, but you got a picture of the real person, and seeing him play his own dad is kind of a tough thing to do, I guess, but good for him that he can.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like, I mean, it came out like pretty, like close to the Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yeah.
And those are both like considered to be like, obviously the career renaissance of Shia LaBeouf. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I still haven't watched it, but that was one of those films that I saw that was available on Amazon, and that was one of the things that I have on my list, or I had on my list for like, if I don't watch anything, then that's something I could watch that could be interesting. But yeah, I heard good things about it, and it's with the kid who's been in everything recently, Noah Jupe.
Yeah.
Quiet Place and Suburbicon, and I don't know what else. So many things.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He is, yeah.
He's kind of the thing with child actors, you never know.
Yeah, no, he's already got an amazing filmography. Like in just a couple of years, he's been working.
He's the new Jacob Tremblay.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Tremblay is still available and around as well. But yeah. He's now going to be in Quiet Place 2, of course, which comes out. I don't know when that will be released. It was supposed to be released already.
Will it be released on the internet, or are they still planning on doing a cinema release?
Yeah. They will.
All right.
They will. I haven't talked about this with you, but I just read like an hour ago that the cinemas here, like the main, like the Cineplex, the main company, it's going to reopen in July.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I mean it's weird because there was some news that some cinemas are going to open up at the end of May, with obvious restrictions and stuff. But now the main line of cinemas that's going to be released like in July, like going to be opening back up in July.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, cinemas are like the least necessary things that people need, and they're still a place where you could easily get infected if another wave of infection would break out.
Well, sure.
So I kind of get why they're waiting. I mean, there are things more important to open up first, I guess.
Well, I guess, but I mean, now they're opening back up like a lot of the cultural side and of things, you know, and that's obviously a big part of it. And they need to make money as well. I mean, they're the owners of cinemas. They're struggling.
But the thing is, cinemas do make most of their money through concessions.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't know. Right now, I wouldn't like to eat popcorn with my hands. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a fair point. That's actually good. I haven't thought about that. Yeah. I mean, but you know, they're going to take the necessary precautions for that.
I guess, yeah. But I'm more paranoid than most, and I think a lot of people just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I think nowadays people are going to care more than they used to.
Yeah, but when I'm out on the street or, I don't know, anywhere, and I talk to people, I see that a lot of people don't really care anymore. And like, I don't know. Well, Corona is over.
Well, things are developing very, very well here.
Yeah.
I guess that's why.
Is why I'm kind of concerned that everybody's like, well, it's
fair
over.
enough.
Because when you think like that, it's kind of opens up an opportunity for
absolutely
it to take even longer. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's the best thing that you've seen all week?
What a week. The best thing that I've seen, which came out, I think, in November the 14th in Austria. So
this came out in
cinemas. At the time of recording, pretty much 6 months later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was a film that I sadly missed. I thought maybe it was in sneak preview, and I missed it, and I want to watch it, but I never got around to do it because there are a lot of other things that I want to watch, like Parasite, and Lighthouse, but the film that I am talking about right now is Booksmart, a film that I was kind of excited about. Yeah. And it's a great film.
Of course it is. Yeah, I mean, I had no questions in my mind that you would love that film. Yeah. And it's a great film.
It is. It's fun. It's well directed and just a lot of great humor. And I was surprised by the plot because I knew it was a high school film, but I wasn't aware it would take place, or most of the film would take place during one night, and was more about a party and about graduation than it was about actual high school.
Yeah.
Which I thought it was about. But yeah, fun film.
Great film. Obviously with the girl from Unbelievable.
Yeah, and the thing is Caitlin Dever. I think Caitlin
Dever. Yeah.
It's so funny because I saw her, in Unbelievable, which is like one of the first times that I actually saw her. Mm-hmm. Well, because I looked it up, I've actually seen a couple of films where she starred in, but it's the first time I noticed her.
Sure.
And like a day later, I saw her in another thing, which was Modern Family, where she plays a character when she was a little kid.
Right.
And now I've seen her in Booksmart. So yeah, it's been a week of Caitlin, definitely.
Yeah. No, she's a great actress. I like her. I think she's going to have a great career as well.
Yeah, I hope so. I would love to see her in more things.
Yeah. And she's obviously, Booksmart is sort of the breakthrough for Olivia Wilde as a director. She's now casting her next film, which is going to be some psychological thriller. And it's got already like an amazing cast. I'm going to you know what? I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, please do.
Because I think Florence Pugh is in it.
Oh, cool.
She's been cast.
Yeah, she's been booming like
absolutely.
Crazy.
Yeah. There we go. Florence Pugh, Shia LaBeouf, Chris Pine. That's it.
Need full more? Circle with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, for sure. It's called Don't Worry, Darling. It's a psychological thriller set in an isolated utopian community in the 1950s California desert.
Wow.
Right. What a follow-up to a fucking high school comedy, right?
But also set in California.
Yeah. But I think it's always great if an actor that sort of branches out into directing and then it actually like works out. You had it with Jordan Peele and now with Bradley Cooper, with John Krasinski and Olivia Wilde, and all great directors.
Actors and actresses who've tried it and hadn't had that much success, I guess.
Yeah. My favorite about Booksmart is just the opening. When she with the car they just dance and there was no music obviously, and they just added the music like afterwards when they were filming it. I just think I thought it was hilarious from that moment on.
It's a great story, a great moment. And the thing is, there are many of those like little funny moments, I guess.
Yeah, especially
with I forgot her name, the rich girl who's like super crazy.
Yeah, she shows up everywhere.
Yeah. Not a great form of like visual humor, just the way she pops up.
Yeah. No, it's a great film, and I love the scene in the pool.
Yeah.
Amazing scene.
Yeah.
And that's it breaks the fucking mold of a rom-com, not a rom-com, but a high school comedy. In other films that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And I love that they included that.
I also like shortly after that scene where two people fight and you see in the background people getting out their phones, and that seems so real. And
absolutely.
It's like the exact douchey thing that so many people would do, and just infuriated me so much because it seems so real.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think without like, I hope this doesn't come across the wrong way, but I do think that's also like an American thing. Like I don't think that would happen necessarily in a house party here. Maybe that's just with the people that
our circle of friends, I guess.
Right.
I think it could also happen. But yeah, I think it's more of a millennial American kind of thing.
Yeah. Well said. I mean, we're a bit older than them, so
I don't know.
No, we are.
Well, like I'm younger than one of the actresses, so
what they're pretending to be.
Also, what they're pretending to be. Well, we're not that much older.
Well, they're like 17, 18 now.
Yeah.
You're like 32. I'm 34.
They graduated in 2019. The class of 2019. When do people in America graduate? With 17 or 18?
It's a good question. I would think it's 18, no?
Yeah, maybe.
And then after the summer, they go off to college at 18?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Right, well,
I don't want to say how old you really are.
Maybe.
You are.
I don't know. It depends on how old they are.
Yeah, it depends on when this episode is released.
See you next year.
Yeah. No, I think it's great, and I would say it's as good as The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but yeah, it's quite good. Not that good, but
I was expecting a fuck there for some reason.
no. Well, it's way closer than the half of it. So
I agree that Booksmart is better than half of it.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I think everybody does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it's one of those films that everyone raved about, loved, and I think that's justified in every way. I think it's a great film.
And now I'm excited to see 8th Grade, which is another high school or school film that I'm
is
still
an
missing.
Amazing film.
Yeah, the thing is, I think on Amazon Prime they only got it in German.
Gotcha.
I don't want to watch.
Yeah. No, that's an amazing film.
Yeah.
By Bo Burnham.
Yeah, and I'm so excited to see what he has done because I can't see him as a director, I guess, because his comedy style is quite weird. Not really my type of comedy.
Yeah. Understandable. But he always did he had nice visual storytelling in his stand-up as well, and that sort of translated well into his filmmaking. So it's a great film. Anyway.
Yeah.
You ready for my pick?
Move on to your pick. Yeah.
Because it's gonna be a nice one in terms of this episode. Because listen to this. The best thing that I've seen. I have two things, right? And I'm gonna actually I'm gonna combine them because they're both very, very similar.
All right.
I love bloopers. Man.
All right. Yeah.
I think most bloopers of films or shows are funnier than the show itself. I could watch bloopers over and over again. I've watched The Office bloopers so many times. One of my favorite comedy films, I watch the bloopers if there are any. And this week, the bloopers for Afterlife Series 2 were released, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
Parts of it, yeah.
They are amazing. Every single Ricky Gervais show always produces the best bloopers. And the thing is, I haven't even watched the show. There are bloopers for Derek. They are hysterical. There are bloopers for Extras, which are hysterical. And Afterlife, I love the Series 1 bloopers. And the Series 2 bloopers are even better. And there's a 19-minute video on YouTube. And obviously, you don't have to watch the show to enjoy these bloopers. The last sort of 5 minutes, I think. If you watch the first 10 minutes or so, they are funny, but the best things are at the very end. There's a scene where two people are eating a cake. You must know the scene I'm talking about just from watching the show. And
with
they
the
just
heavier guy and the guy with the beard.
Yes.
Yeah.
And those so have you watched the bloopers of that? Because that's
I've seen the bloopers of this scene. Yeah.
I mean, it is hysterical. It is absolutely hysterical, and you always get Ricky Gervais directs it, and he's got the best laugh. He makes everything funny.
The thing is, he's also always the first guy to crack up during a scene.
He's amazing. But that scene, I mean, I don't even know how to sell it to you. You just have to watch it. There's another scene where they're at a pub and they're just introducing someone. They're Ricky Gervais is in it, and he's introduced, and he gives all those nicknames
with those guys,
with the psychiatrist.
Yeah,
and I mean, it's another one where he just rattles off names, and Ricky Gervais can't stop laughing because I think a lot of it is improv.
Yeah, because every take he just takes a couple of new names, and every time Ricky Gervais laughs, he kind of keeps one of those names. And
and adds another one. My favorite is when then the psychiatrist just adds a random one to Jamie Redknapp, which is a footballer. It makes no sense. He just throws in some word. It's amazing. So I had to be honest, man. That is the best thing that I've seen, and I watched it twice, and I didn't even realize at first that was something I could talk about because obviously, YouTube videos are not really the main thing that we think about when we talk about the best thing that we've seen. It's usually a show or
we've
movie.
had a couple of YouTube picks.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that in my brain, it's not oh yeah, the YouTube thing is the one I'm going to talk about. It's just it was more oh yeah, I could talk about that. That certainly counts. And combining that, I mean, we have Afterlife, the bloopers, and I've also watched, I don't know if they came out recently. I just know that someone posted them 2 weeks ago, so they came up again, the bloopers for the Between Two Ferns movie. Have you watched them?
No, I haven't, no.
I mean...
But I'm sure they're great.
Incredible. It's like only 4 minutes long, but you get to finally see the sort of ridiculousness of the question he asks, and then he actually breaks, and it makes it even better, because obviously the actors break as well. Like one of the first bloopers is like Brie Larson's is his guest, and he asks her like, yeah, is it true that there's rumors about you that you don't really want to talk about your private life? First question, is that true? And second one, when did you get your first period or something? And they both crack up, can't contain themselves. And I love Zach Galifianakis. I think he's brilliant at what he does, and I don't know how he keeps a straight face during these episodes, but apparently he doesn't all the time. It's just, if you wanna laugh at stupidity and at goofiness, check out both of these bloopers. They're absolutely amazing, and they don't take much of your time. They're like, the Afterlife bloopers are like 20 minutes long, 19 minutes long, and the Between Two Ferns are like 4 minutes long. And if you're a fan of either of those shows, especially, then check out the bloopers. They're unreal.
Well, I think one could argue that like 5% of this podcast are like bloopers that we keep in. So
yeah, yeah. I love that you mentioned Afterlife. That was like, it's perfect. What an episode. Came full circle. And obviously we talked about Between Two Ferns on the Bradley Cooper special.
Yeah.
Where you mentioned that. And yeah, I mean,
it's a great show.
Everything is coming full circle.
I'm excited if he's gonna bring out any more episodes.
I would think so. No, I hope he doesn't do another movie.
Yeah, me neither. But I doubt it. Because I don't think it was that well received either.
No, but the thing is, like, when he posted the regular episodes, there were like years in between them. No,
yeah,
always takes forever.
But yeah, I don't know what he's doing now, but I can't imagine it's much. So,
what, Galifianakis?
Somebody a Fern, yeah.
No, he's doing everything. Oh, you mean like right now?
Yeah, like right now, now.
Like a Zoom Between Two Ferns.
Yeah, he just sends one person a fern, keeps one next to him. Let's go.
By the way, have you, speaking of Zoom, are you still watching Some Good News?
I don't think I've made it past episode 3.
Gotcha. No, I'm slacking on that too, but I did watch the last episode because...
With the office reunion.
That's the one, yeah. That's why I watched it. And it's a wedding. Like they like a couple who are very, very big Office fans, and then John Krasinski, he marries them, and he has a certificate now. I don't know.
Really?
I didn't quite get that, if that was a real thing or not. I'm guessing
I don't think
not.
It's that hard to get.
No, it isn't. But I didn't quite understand if that was a real thing or not. But then they invited, or he added their parents to the Zoom. They obviously didn't know that he would marry them. And so he added their parents and then the entire Office cast. And then they sort of, I don't know how far you got into The Office. Are you done with that?
Well, I've seen season 6, and that's all the seasons they got on Amazon Prime right now. So
gotcha.
I haven't seen the ending. I've seen, the wedding.
You've seen the wedding?
Yeah.
All right. So that's the one that they sort of recreate. They're like dancing and they're doing the same moves that they do, obviously. And it's good fun. I was excited to have the entire cast sort of back, you know?
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to watch the episode, because, I'm not finished, and I was afraid there were going to be some spoilers about the finale.
No.
Something.
Really aren't.
Okay.
It's just the wedding that you just talked about. That's the one that they don't really say anything else. They just like congratulate them and sort of imitate the dance moves that they did in the episode. That's
a great show. I'd love to continue.
Some good news?
There's so many episodes on The Office.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you're almost... I mean, you must be like... How many seasons are there? 8, 9?
9, I think.
Yeah.
Well, and I think I've seen, I saw it of first 3 seasons or something like that in 3 or 4 days, so...
Yeah.
Binge watch the shit out of that.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah, what an episode, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
thanks for watching so much. So we had so much to talk about.
I think I didn't even mention all of it.
Is there anything else? Please.
No.
Do you want to bash anything?
Which I mentioned.
Derek?
Yeah.
You watched Derek?
Yeah.
Did you mention that?
Now. I don't know. Maybe.
I just mentioned the bloopers. Check out the Derek bloopers. Amazing. It's with the same guy who's in the Afterlife. I don't know his name.
A lot of guys from Afterlife in there.
Yeah.
Like the head nurse, the drunk guy who then plays the weirdo.
Well, the head nurse is the ex-wife, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, ex-wife.
Yeah.
And a lot of other guys. And a lot of people from Taskmaster, both in Derek and in Afterlife.
Yeah, no, and Joe Wilkinson. Yeah. No, they always use the same actors because they're pretty much always good.
And there are not that many people in Britain, I guess.
Well, I don't know about that.
They are.
Yeah.
But yeah. And, well, did I miss anything? I think I've seen something that I forgot to talk about, but probably not that good anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, if you recollect soon, then you can talk about it next time.
I guess. And St. Vincent, for anybody who's interested, is on Netflix right now, so go watch that.
So Honey Boy was on Amazon, right? You need to buy that on Amazon.
Honey Boy and Booksmart I rented from Amazon for $5 each, I think. And St. Vincent is on Netflix for free. Yeah,
right.
Like everything else.
Right. And my bloopers are both for free on YouTube. I win. No. All right, man. I mean, what a packed episode. We've had a lot of packed episodes recently.
Well, we have a lot of time to watch things, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we do in theory. I haven't watched a lot this week, but yeah. So you compensated for that.
Yeah, well, I'm supposed to study for university, so I watch a lot of stuff to, procrastinate.
Do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. I think that's episode 15 in the books.
Yeah. All right.
A lot of good stuff.
Watch things. What are we supposed to say?
I don't know. Anything by now. Yeah, just next week, special episode. Do you want to say who it is? I wouldn't say it. I would keep the tension going.
All right. Let's keep the tension going.
We mentioned that it's going to be...
surprise.
We mentioned that it's going to be a her.
Yeah. A good her.
Well,
a good her. A great...
A great her.
An interesting person. I don't know what I want to say.
It's a great her.
A her with a very great catalog of things.
For sure. I just heard, by the way, that she's getting married, which hurt me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I would ask to whom, but it would be kind of a spoiler.
Yes, it would be. It's a director who I knew that they were dating.
What? I can look this up.
And yeah. And now they're married, and it crushed me. It crushed me.
Yeah.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So hopefully you'll look forward to that next week. And until then, watch things, cook something good,
and have a good night. And I wish you good luck.
Again, really? All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.